I will never forget March Up from Matriculation Day, and I'm Alpha Company, so we're the first ones into barracks, and I had no idea. I didn't watch any videos. I don't know why I didn't, but I didn't watch any videos. Never asked my teammates what was gonna happen, and as soon as I walked in, people came popping up from like right next to us on the arch, and were just screaming, and I was like, what did I sign up for? What is this? And then they just herded us to our little spot, and we waited for all the companies to come in, and then the drum started. I never forget, my heart was just like, and I was just like, oh my gosh. And you can like see the parents at the gate, and they're all crying, and I'm like, what kind of school did I sign up for? Because I've been here, you know, in barracks with soccer for the 3 weeks before for preseason, so that lifestyle is completely different. You know, you can walk around upperclassmen are like, hey, and you're like, oh. After Matriculation Day, as soon as you sign that book, it's like game on, nothing else. And that's something we had to remind our rats. We were like, you know, as soon as you sign that book, your life changes. And this relationship with everybody here is completely different.
Ready, 2.
Sound off. No corporal. Sound off. No corporal.
And then in a symbolic act, you two will advance up the hill, cementing the beginning of your own historic journey. I hereby engage to serve as a cadet.
I hereby engage to serve as a cadet.
In the Virginia Military Institute.
In the Virginia Military Institute.
Chest out?
You got, yeah, and you got to put your forehead back at the same time.
Put my forehead back?
No, but you got to keep your chin in and roll your forehead back at the same time.
Okay.
I miss my family when I was a rat, but it just made it seem that much better, you know? Because I had friends in college, they would always say, you know, every weekend I would go by and say, oh yeah, I'm going home this weekend, I'm going home to see my family. And it devalues it. Imagine if you had a son and he came home every weekend to come see you. That might be great, but you know you're gonna see him every weekend, so it kind of like takes the value from it. I saw my mom probably about a week or 2. No, because we had breaks. So I probably see my mom about a month out of the year, and it just made it that much better. Every time we came home, my relationship with her was that much better because she never gets to see me. So I always miss my mom, I always miss my sister, my dogs. But coming home after all that time being mine, she could see a difference in me in terms of mentally, physically, and emotionally.
That's it?
She said she was gonna.
Marshall from the corner, three-pointer good for the freshman.
Hallmark memory of rat year was easily Breakout. It was the best time, one of the best times of my life, easily. You know, I've never done anything that hard or anything close to that hard. And it was with so many people, and it just doesn't, things like that don't happen in life, you know. I'm only 22, so I don't know for sure if that's a big moment in life, but I'm pretty positive that, you know, Breakout was one of the best times of life.
I remember being broken out in JM Hall by our RDC, and we were all like, hey guys, we're done. And they're like, we have one more thing for you guys to do. And we walked outside, and the entire third barracks arch was just packed with sandbags. And I was like, how did I miss that when we walked over here? I completely didn't even look that direction. I thought we were done, and I was like, yeah, we're good to go. And nope, had another couple hours left.
It was cold. It snowed a little bit, not as much as when our dikes broke out, but that was kind of a cool tradition, I guess, or somewhat of a tradition for our class and our dikes class both to have snow. I remember running up and down the stairs of Cock Hall, running all over Cameron Stadium, and then the culminating event They barricaded off all of third barracks with sandbags, and we had to break into third barracks and pile up the sandbags on a truck, and that was definitely a hard ending to Breakout.
That first year, your rat year, that we call it, the freshman year, of course the big event you look towards is Breakout. But having reflected upon that, I think for me the most unique thing was meeting people from all around the country and becoming great friends with them.
For me, rat year, Breakout was great and everything, like wonderful day, but it was the time period after as fourth classmen where we just got to be people and get to know each other, and just, it was a wonderful time. It was probably the best semester of my time here, because I just got to start getting to know everybody and just start defining who I am during that time. And I wish I could go back and do that all over again, because it was really a great time.
Third class year, so your sophomore year, the biggest thing they talk about is that you're on your own, you got to do it without your mentors, without your dykes. For me, I kept in touch with all 4 of my dykes, and I really had a good network with the staff. I was on the public relations staff, the ice hockey team, and I just made great friends my first year, and I really enjoyed actually not being a rat. Being on my own, I really got that year into the academics of VMI, so you start taking more courses geared towards your major, and that kind of opened a new world for me, and I really enjoyed what I was studying, got to know my professors. So for me, the highlight of third class year was those academic relationships I made.
I had to pay for my ring myself. It's a lot of money for a ring, but I felt like when I got it, I was like, this is mine. I was really excited about it. So it's probably something, the first thing that I can actually call mine that was never given, essentially.
For the class as a whole, the most meaningful part of ring figure was probably the class dinner the night before the big formal ceremony when we get our combat rings. I think that was more important for the class as a whole just because it was just our class. There's nobody outside of VMI at that dinner. We had a great guest speaker, former RCO, who is doing great things in the Air Force now. Great speaker, and it's just a blast celebrating getting that first ring and finally putting it on with your class only and being with all your best friends at the same time. So.
Cadet Peyton Bailey. Cadet Christopher Baker.
Second class year, of course, you get the bling, you get your big ring, which is great. And second class year, you, by that time, pretty much know everyone in your class.
Cadet Jonathan Winalski, escorting Miss Jess Bromwell. Cadet Trey Rose, escorting Miss Patricia Rose.
Second class year was definitely ring figure, and the process, and everything after ring figure as well. the process of us taking over leadership and really the growth that we all went through over those last few weeks. And then first class year was that initial, everyone coming back and realizing that, you know, we were the leaders. Everyone developed a lot more maturity over the summer.
It's weird because this place makes you grow up early to begin with, but then having a rat and how they act at the school is like having a child. So it's like having a little kid, and you have to teach them, like, go, no, go that way. No, you can't do that. No, don't touch that. You know, don't eat while standing. So you have to like teach them how to be, you know, cadets here. And that relationship and that lifestyle is something I would never trade for anything.
I think it's going to be really cool seeing the final change of command parade. One, because my roommate is the company CEO, so he'll be in the parade for about half of it, and so watching him do the trade-off and seeing the new CEO of our company come up, that'll be a really cool experience for me and all my roommates and him as well.
So then we've got, next is commissioning, and that's been, I think I look forward to that more than I do graduation. Yeah. I'm commissioning in the Army, so that's going to be my big day. It's just the culmination of everything I've worked for.
For most people, it's really a culmination of why they came to VMI, and it's always the day before graduation, and very significant for a number of reasons. Of course, your family's there, but you get to pick someone to give you your first salute when you commission, so an enlisted member of the armed forces.
One of my favorite parades is always the Newmarket Parade, so I always look forward to that at the end of the year, no matter what. I think it's a beautiful ceremony, and it's just a good thing to be a part of.
Then the following day, you'll have graduation ceremony and the commencement, and they make that, for me, graduation's, you know, for the family, I think, I guess it's seeing the culmination of all that hard work pay off, and how happy, relieved in some ways everybody is, but excited, and I think it's more of a one door closing, another one opening type of thing, and we're kind of ready to attack the world.
Ladies and gentlemen, as General P said, the people of VMI are what make this place the phenomenal institution that it is. There's no trick to that. There's no shortcut, no matter how much of that sink water we drink in barracks. This school is nothing without the faculty and staff that make this place what it truly is.
It's amazing. You wouldn't think that you'd be in this position. Like, when I was coming into VMI, I did not think that I was going to be in this position that I am right now. You know, have a job, you know, straight coming out of college. Have the connections I do, know the people that I know. I've been put in a privileged position that I really appreciate, truly, so I'm definitely satisfied.
I think of being an alumni from VMI, I think I'm going to take great pride in it. I probably won't miss this place too much for a while, but it's something that I'll always be glad that I chose to do and always try to represent to the best of my ability and promote it as well as I can.
The class of 2016 is hereby relieved from duty.